welcome back again to a little Austin Sports Weekend, a little Austin Weekend Sports. We are here to recap what was Tennessee versus Syracuse. Tennessee's first game, neutral site against a pretty good team. Tennessee was favored by 13.5 points. And what was the final score?
45-26.
45-26. So Tennessee actually did better than what I thought they would do. Honestly, I wasn't for sure. No, I didn't think they would do worse. Let me rephrase that. I was unsure about how good they would be because of all of the changes that was going on. The brand new quarterback had a couple wide receivers leave. A lot of the offensive line was gone, so on and so forth. We actually ended up looking. I think we actually had a good, solid performance. Let's start out with let's go ahead and get the negative out of the way first. We'll talk about some of the cons some of the stuff that we need to improve on during the game.
The first one, all of these I wrote down.
Yeah.
And the botch snap between the QB and the center, miscommunications.
Yeah, there was two or three snaps, maybe 3 or 4 snaps during the game that was just off a little bit. But again, it improved later in the game. It was more earlier in the game. Brand new center, brand new quarterback. They had a few little mishaps there, so that's definitely they've got to work on that and get that a little bit better. You can't have those kind of miscues when you get into the bigger games. We had the wide receivers dropped a few passes, and again, some of those, there was probably a couple of those passes that were, right in their hands that they should have been caught there in a way that you should drop that kind of pass. And then some of the other ones were a little high, a little wide, a little tight.
That's the third one.
That leads us into our third one. Some of Joey's passes, and again, this was more early in the game, and it should have been adrenaline flowing. You're a little pumped up a little bit. You're not quite as accurate as you could be. So some of his passes were a little high, a little wide, a little tight, maybe a little too strong. So it'd be nice if the wide receiver QBs clean that up a little bit too. The defensive backs, of course, we didn't. Boot Carter didn't play most of the game. He just played a little bit of the game. And our number one player,
McCoy did not play because of that ACL recovery.
He's still getting over from the ACL.
And Ricky Gibson, just on top of that, injured his arm.
And Ricky Gibson got hurt pretty early, and then he's out. He's actually going to be out for an extended period of time. So, ouch. Our secondary is playing a little banged up, a little roughed up, a little messing up. So we'll give them a little bit of a pass this game till we get all of the people back together. Our defense overall gave up more points than what I thought they would. I thought our defense would give up 15 or less points probably.
But you misunderstood. I think we met, not just you, but about how Syracuse's offense would be collectively.
Syracuse offense was actually pretty good. Those little crossing routes, they had some little dig routes
screens.
And stuff.
Teams don't use enough inside screens. Teams all over the country don't use enough inside screens.
No, I wish we'd use more inside screens too.
Not the repetitive wide receiver screens I saw last year, but the slant inside where you can carve a zone defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Syracuse's quarterback was pretty accurate. He looked pretty good.
And Jelly, he transferred from the Irish.
And of course, we would love to see Kisselman get more passes.
That one-handed catch definitely boosted that.
Oh, right down there at the 2-yard line, snagged that puppy right out of the air. I'm a Miles Kisselman fan. He's one of my favorite players that's on the team. I really, really like him, and I wish they would focus
scheme
him
more targets.
I wish they'd scheme him more. All right, that's the only thing that we could really find too negative in the game.
Now here's the pros.
Let's get to the pros.
I wrote this down on a little pamphlet.
There, notes. The creative play calling. We had better play calling. We asked for better play calling. We got better play calling.
Thank goodness the first pass was not a screen.
Was a slant.
It was a slant.
The second pass
was a screen.
Was a wide receiver screen, but we got 8 yards.
Because we didn't use it over and over and over. We used it when we want, just sparingly. We used it sparingly.
I think the running backs were the stars of the game.
That leads into your second pro.
Mm-hmm. All of our running backs got a touchdown. It was just incredibly good. Starr got a receiving touchdown, and Bishop got a rushing touchdown, and Peyton Lewis got a rushing touchdown.
That was the highest. That was probably the highest graded on the pros that we got.
Yeah, I think the running backs were the highest graded in.
Do we use a running back by committee?
I think they all like to do it. This team is more about team than any of them we've had in quite some time. There's nobody trying to be the superstar. They're all trying to win together. Saw that interview with Peyton Lewis. It was a fantastic interview. He says, if you play to win the game, then you leave your ego behind. So I'm a really big fan of all of the running backs that we got right now. We scored over 40 points
against Syracuse, which is a positive against a power forward opponent.
Syracuse was a power forward opponent. Syracuse was not a pushover team last year. They were a 10-win team. Their coach,
Fran Brown,
I think he's a good coach.
Well, do you want me to give you another emphasis on that?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the defensive backs coach for Kirby Smart's Georgia Bulldogs during their championship years.
That won the 2 titles, yeah. I think he's a good coach. I think he's going to have Syracuse doing good. I mean, last year he won 10
games, and he brought Kyle McCord in from Ohio State, and he led the nation in passing yards.
They played pretty good. Aguilar, we've got Aguilar doing a good B+. No interceptions.
That raised the grade for me. No turnovers on his part, unless you count the fumble, one snap.
That goes back to the fumble exchange from the center to the quarterback, and whenever he's passing off to they can clean that up. It's hard to clean up throwing bad passes, and he threw very few bad passes. The only thing that kept him from being an A this week was some of the inaccuracy, mainly during the first quarter and a half, where he was throwing a little high, throwing a little wide, he just pumped up. He was too pumped up. We had a B+ on all of our coaching.
Despite
there was nothing really bad.
Nothing really terrible about the game. No, I feel like there was just like the secondary, which is beat up, definitely showed it was beat up at times. But
our defensive line gave up a little more rushing than what I thought they would.
But there was a positive to that. You got 5 sacks.
We got 5 sacks. And what was it, 7 tackles for loss?
7 TFLs, that's what they call it for short.
Yeah, 7 tackles for loss.
You get as many of those as you want as a defense.
So, I think our offense was doing so good that it put the defense on the field a little bit more than what we thought they would be too. So our offense overachieved, which put our defense under the spotlight a little bit there. So, but overall grade, we give this a good solid B.
As in bzz.
As in bzz. And to have your first game out against a Power 4 opponent to be a good solid B, it could be a B+, to be honest. That I will definitely take that game.
Oh, definitely I would.
I think it was great.
I'd definitely take what we got offensively against Syracuse. I feel like I'm a perfectionist, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know pretty well that I comment a lot during the game because I scan these plays.
You will pick out, yeah.
I will pick out so many different elements of why did they do this? Why did the coach not do that? Why did they... we'll get to time management later on, but but Josh Heupel did an exceptional job at time clock management, which is one of his heights.
That is one of his heights, yeah. And the bomb.
Oh, I haven't seen one of those in a while, have we?
I haven't seen one of those since Hooker. And that one was completely in stride. Brace stuck out his hands, and the football hit him. I don't even think he saw the ball coming in. He just took out his hands, and he was gone. That was beautiful.
Speaking of Neyland Stadium, he's the standout wideout of the game, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. He's a freshman.
He was actually the freshman of the week, was Bryce Daly. The defensive player of the week was Dalton Hood. He was everywhere. Colton Hood. He was everywhere. He caught he caught the scoop and score. He defended. He was all over the field. We were actually saying during the game,
we might need him to do a little more. The few with Ricky Gibson out, we might ask him to do a little more for our defense.
He looks like he's up to it. He looked really good. He did. I picked him out about halfway through the game. I said, he got the scoop and score early, but he was everywhere. He was batting down passes, defending this, doing that, making tackle. He was. I think he's a star in the making there. And of course, Arian Carter is Arian Carter. He ran over everybody.
Good linebacker play also helps your defense. How many good defenses over the years have had good linebacker play?
I think it starts with your captain.
The linebacker.
Arian Carter is the captain. I think he is the captain. Yeah. But anyways, that's what we have there.
No shade on Syracuse though; they played well.
Syracuse, we were sort of comparing this last year. Last year, who did we play first?
NC State, and they looked pretty bad.
Comparing Syracuse to NC State is apples to oranges.
Literally.
NC State did not look good.
But Syracuse...
We beat them handily because they didn't look good. We beat Syracuse handily because we played well.
And we
played... That was a difference.
But Syracuse, I feel like I don't want to sleep on the orange.
No,
down the stretch in the ACC.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The ACC had a decent week 1.
I think they make a bowl game. I do. I think Syracuse I think they're good enough to make a bowl game, even with the first year quarterback and stuff like that, or first year transfer.
Well, from what I've looked, I feel like from their angle, I feel like it's as open as any team in the ACC. From what I saw week 1,
I think it is. Yeah.
All right, that should be it.
That's it. Now we'll just quickly preview. Tennessee's coming up. They're playing ETSU. This is mainly just a get well game. Anybody that's sick or hurt, they get to rest.
This should be
the younger people need some reps. They're gonna get some reps.
The fans can overlook this game, but not the coaches. So let's prepare and let's play them hard for 60 minutes and get ready for Georgia
week 3. That's gonna be a good one. The ETSU, there's not even a line on it. I think Tennessee could beat them by 30 pretty easily if they wanted to. I hope Aguilar only plays like half a game. I would like to see
I just want us to score
Merkley or McIntyre. I would like to see them come in.
I would preferably like us to score 40 points before we get to that point. I want us to not stop at 34 or something.
Yeah,
I want
us pull to up and only win by 34 to 13 or something. Yeah,
I want us to score 40 points and then pull the starters and then give the backups reps.
Mm-hmm. I would. This is where though you can get those younger players some good reps. I've actually got Tennessee winning. I think Tennessee hits the 50s this time.
This game will be good practice because a daunting challenge is ahead.
Yeah.
And not just in Georgia, but for the rest of the SEC.
I think ETSU is less than 20. I'll go up as high as maybe 17, but I think we're in the 50s. I think it's like a 54-17 game. And I think Tennessee could put up 70 if they wanted to. But they'll throw in some... the second half of the game, they'll throw in some younger players and some backups and get some quality. It's quality time. It's not trash time. People say sometimes it's just a trash game. No, you get your younger players some real playing time in the second halves of these games like that. Get the jitters off, get the rust off, get the timing down, get the environment of all the fans. I think the second half of these games is huge for your young guys. So... that's why we're going to a 9-game schedule this year, but I'm glad we're at least coming next year. I'm glad we're at least keeping a couple smoother, easier games than ours where you can get your young guys, some reps and stuff like that.
It does help. That does help college football in terms of competitiveness. When you have 10 games for each SEC team, 10 games where you got to be on your top of your game, and you have 2 rest games.
And 2 games where you can get some layback and injuries, get some rest and stuff like that. Well, that's it. That is Tennessee football this week. We hope you had a little fun with us. Be sure to check out we got an NFL video, our first NFL video coming out this week. Plus, we got another college video coming out this week, so be sure and we'll check us out. We'll see you
next week.